Hello everyone, ATR here and welcome back to the Hearthstone Beta. So, time for more arena runs, and well, even though it hasn't actually provided us with amazing results, we are going to be we're going to keep on using the guides that have been coming out, especially the ones for Trump, and especially because yesterday, at least at the time of recording this, the rares, neutral rares ranking came out from Trump, so we'll follow that. We'll also check out Anti-Gravity's one and, compare from that, but hopefully with a little bit more information, we'll be able to draft a superior build, right? So let's go ahead and pay our fee and see what we get. I'm also going to be extending these episodes a little bit just to not drag it on too much, I suppose. I'm going to keep it at a minimum of 45, so if I imagine we're under 45 minutes, we'll keep on going, and once we pass the 45-minute mark, we'll end as soon as whatever match was there ends. Okay, so let's see, we're getting Warrior, Warlock, and Rogue. So unfortunately, Trump doesn't have a ranking for the heroes just yet, so we're gonna go with Anti-Gravity and see his advice here. We all know about the Paladin and such, but we know that the Warlock is supposed to be the worst, Warrior is 6th, and Rogue is 3rd, so we're going to go with the Rogue. I think we already went with the Rogue before, though, but we're still going to go with the Rogue, probably. It says the Rogue has a great hero power and cards to take control of the early game and establish momentum and board control. That alone can already decide the game. Weapons are great because they can give you early momentum while still keeping card advantage. Tempo decks do very well in Arena because there is not as many reliable ways to regain board control once you have lost it. With the many removals Rogue has at its disposal, you can finish off the game even when there is big minions or taunts on the board for your opponent. So yeah, we're gonna take that Rogue again. I'm not sure if it was the last one we did. It's been a couple days actually, but yeah, should be good. Take a Rogue. Arcane Golem, Argent Commander, and Young Priestess. Now, going by Trump's ranking, at least for the neutral comments, he says that the Argent Commander is the number 2 pick. The best pick is actually the Azure Drake, but the Argent Commander is just amazing. His reasoning for that says that Argent Commander, while not being a 2-for-1 in the simple sense, is still one hell of a curve topper. Argent Commander will kill something in 95% of the games you play him, because he comes out with charge, and in 95% of the efficiency of this card is amazing. Starting with charge, we already like the Argent Commander because we are getting instant value for our expensive minion. Something, blah blah blah. The Divine Shield ability synergizes well with charge by making Argent Commander more than just a 4 damage burn spell if he wants to go after a big target. Finally, his healthy 4 attack make it such that he represents a decent clock on his own. Therefore, he will often trade with another minion, so he is no longer a threat. So yeah, I mean, basically what he's saying is that this guy is amazing for his cost and his abilities. He comes out swinging because he has charge, and because he has Divine Shield, he's not gonna die on the hit that he does. At least not most of the time. Maybe if he hits the what is it called? The Emperor Cobra. That's the only thing that can kill him when he comes out. But yeah, I mean, that's usually why this guy is so great. And yeah, he's also a high priority target for your opponent, so makes it a little bit worth it because he's probably going to waste at least 2 cards. You take 1 card out when it comes out, and he uses another card to kill yours. So 2 for 1. The Young Priestess isn't ranked very highly, and the Arcane Golem is not as well. So let's just take a look at what they say about these cards. Because yeah, we want more information, right? So Arcane Golem is considered an average card by Trump. He says that it's a risky play. He may be efficient as far as mana cost because it's a 4/2 for 3. And it has charge, so it's a cheaper Argent Commander, but the giving your opponent a mana crystal can be very, very dangerous for you. Later on in the game, it's fine. That's why he's still okay, because after turn 10, if he comes out, you can play him and have an effect on the field, and it's fine. But yeah, usually you don't want to take that. And the Young Priestess is a poor choice because it says that well, I mean, one of the main reasons it's a 2-1. I mean, 2-1s are usually bad because a lot of things can remove it. And yeah, I mean, usually you want to play it. You don't want to play it on turn 1. You want to play it with something on the board so that at least it, buffs something up with 1 health. But other than that, there's better choices. I'm just going to check anti-gravity to make sure that, we are going on the right choice. But I know that we are with the Argent Commander, but still. Yeah, he says Argent Commander, top pick. He puts the Arcane Golem in the average pick, and the Young Priestess in the usually bad. So yeah, let's take that Argent Commander to start off with. Come out swinging and see what we get. So Wisp, Conceal, and Wolf Rider. Actually, all of these are pretty bad. The Wisp is usually something that you should never be taken, so the Wolf Rider already wins here. Let's see what Conceal says, though. Conceal, anti-gravity ranks it as usually bad, and you would agree. So yeah, I think we're going to have to take that Wolf Rider, coming out swinging with some charges. So yeah, Wolf Rider it is. Stormwind Champion, Thalmor Farseer, and Acolyte of Pain. This guy is usually bad because he's probably going to die before he even gets to swing. Acolyte of Pain is above average, it's bleh, and the Stormwind Champion is pretty good. Although, for rogues, anti-gravity actually considers it to be an average, an above average creature. Same as the Acolyte of Pain. But, well, Trump does say that in his normal rankings, the Stormwind Champion is an excellent pick, so we'll take that Stormwind Champion. It's a heavy hitter, 6/6, and it'll buff our stuff if we have it on the field, so yeah, it might be good. Oh, Eviscerate, that's what we want. So yeah, here they're all 3 rogue cards, so we can't really follow Trump. We know that Vanish is usually bad, Fan of Knives is considered above average, but Eviscerate is a top pick. It's just fantastic. We'll take that Eviscerate. Another Fan of Knives, a Kobold, and a Stormwind Knight. So, the Kobold and the Stormwind Knight. Now, Kobold could be nice because of its spell power, but we currently only have 1 spell, so we can't really know if we're going to get more. So I'm going to hold off on that. Otherwise, it's considered usually bad. The Stormwind Knight is considered above average, and the Fan of Knives is above average. So I think I'm going to take that Fan of Knives. A little bit AoE and card draw, doesn't hurt to have it. And then we might take some spell power later on, which we'll probably take in this situation. Let's see, the Stormpike Commando, the Razor Fen Hunter, and the Kobold. Trump says that the Kobold is... Where's it going to be? I'm a little bit turned around here. Murloc, Trade Leader. I'm going to have to do a quick search here. Kobold. There it is. Okay, Kobold is in the poor section. The Razor Fen Hunter is in the average. And the Stormpike Commando is also in the average, but a little bit higher ranked. Yeah, I think simply because we already have 2, and I don't really like any of these that much more. I think we might take that Kobold. Over here, the Stormpike Commando is average. The Razor Fen Hunter is also average, and this one's usually bad because we don't know how many spells. But we have 2 spells so far, and we might get more. So I'm going to take it this time, just because there's no better choices, no clear-cut choice there. Okay, so here we go. Rares. Let's see what Trump has to say about all these. He says the Mana Wraith is not something you want to be taking most of the time. It's a poor choice, although it's kind of nice as a, let's say, turn 1 if you have the coin, because it changes the tempo of the game a little bit. But it also changes it for you, so it's not, amazing in that sense. But it's a poor choice. The Injured Blade Master, I mean, it makes sense to what he says, but it's something that I never considered for anybody else other than the Priest, because, I mean, it's a 4/7, which is amazing, but it comes out as a 4/3 because it deals itself 4 damage. So that's why usually you think, oh, well, a Priest is awesome with this one because he can heal it up, and it becomes a Yeti for a 3 cost, essentially, although it's 5 in total. And then after that, it can go up all the way up to 4/7 and just be amazing. But it's not necessarily bad even if you don't have a Priest. The reasoning here, or the logic, I guess you could say more likely, not reasoning, by Trump is that even though it isn't, it isn't you know, healable by other classes, a 4-3 for 3 is actually still pretty goddamn good. So it says here, Injured Blade Master may seem tricky, but the fact of the matter is that a vanilla 4-3 for 3 is pretty sweet. He has a bit of added value for some classes, especially Priest, but this is a quality minion that any deck would be happy to have. Injured Blade Master can also synergize well with another good common creature, Earthen Ring Farseer. So yeah, if you get a Farseer, you can heal it even if you're not a Priest. A metagame consideration for Injured Blade Master makes him a little less exciting due to the popularity of 3/2s, but that doesn't drag him down too far. So yeah, that's why he's not an amazing card, but he's still a good card, because if you're not a Priest, it comes out as a 4/3, and the 3/2s that you usually see on the field will kill him, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't have him if you can. And then we have the Demolisher. The Demolisher is actually just considered average. It's an annoying minion according to Trump. It has a lot of health for a trade drop, but the ability is the most frustrating of all, because you're trying to hope that it hits what you want and it doesn't, and likewise your opponent is hoping that it doesn't hit what he's trying to keep alive. It can be amazing, but it's not, controllable. So I do like it myself, but I think we're going to take that Blade Master simply because of the fact that it's a solid. It's a 4/3 for 3. It's nice value for the amount of mana. Leopardome, Assassinate, and Oasis Snapjaw. Okay, so the Leopardome and the Snapjaw are not anywhere near amazing. The Leopardome is actually considered a terrible pick for Arena by Trump. The Oasis Snapjaw, if I'm not mistaken, is an average because it's not amazing, but it does have a lot of health, meaning it's going to stay there for a while and potentially trade and kill, lingering minions that got played in the early game. But Assassinate is just gonna, trump these guys completely because it's just amazing. And according to Anti-Gravity, he says that you should not take more than 3 Assassinates. So we're gonna start with our 1. Lord of the Arena, Sinister Strike, and Cold Blood. Lord of the Arena, we know that is just very bad. Lord of the Arena seems nice, but too low health for its cost, so it's a poor choice. Sinister Strike is ranked as a terrible pick, and Cold Blood is average, so we're going to take that Cold Blood. Buffing something up for 4 for 1, seems good. Master of Disguise, Cold Light Oracle, and Demolisher. No, we already talked about the Demolisher. We said that it was ranked as an average. Cold Light Oracle is ranked as a terrible pick because, well, 1, you don't have Murlocs that can buff it, and the card draw seems nice, but a 2/2 for 3 is bleh. I mean, I've used it before and I like it in Constructed just to get cards when you don't actually care what your opponent's gonna do, but in Arena I guess you don't want your opponent to get cards. Let's see what the Master of Disguise actually ranks for Anti-Gravity. Master of Disguise, where is he? Oh wait, I'm looking in the comments. Here we go. Master of Disguise, that's a good card. Okay. Demolisher, we said that it was what? It is a good card as well? Where is it? No, it's actually an average card. Yeah, I think we'll take that Master of Disguise. There are some cheeky things that we could do, like if we had taken the Priestess, you could potentially put Master of Disguise on her and just leave her there without attacking. A little bit of a waste of 2 damage potential, but it'll continuously buff your units without dropping stealth, essentially making her an imp, the blood imp. But anyways, so yeah, we'll take that Master of Disguise. Might come in handy for some situations. Hell, even with the Injured Blade Master, putting that on the field or something like that. So yeah, let's take that. A Backstab, awesome. Spiteful Smith and Tauren Warrior. We know the Tauren Warrior is not great. We know that the Spiteful Smith is actually decent. Where is it ranked, though? I forget. There it is. It's an average pick. It does go up in value for, depending on the number of weapons you have, and for a rogue, it's actually pretty goddamn good. But we're being offered a Backstab instead, and Backstabs are just too good. Allows you to combo into stuff, doing that Eviscerate and Backstab for 6 damage, that's just amazing, so we'll take that. A Sprint. Between these two, yeah, I think we're going to take that Sprint. Sprint is usually, it's just above average, but you just want one, and you need some card draw sometimes, so I think we'll take that sprint. Racer Fan Hunter, we said that that was just an average, and Flesh Eating Ghoul is also above average, just like sprint, but I think we'll take the sprint in this situation, just to have it. Bloodsail Raider, River Crocolisk, and Shadow Step. Shadow Step is above average, Bloodsail Raider is good, and the River Crocolisk is probably not that great. Where is it? Where is it? Ugh. Usually bad. Okay. So yeah, I think the Bloodsail Raider is the better choice here, simply because we can almost always guarantee that it's going to be a 3-3 at least. And 3-3 for 2, pretty good. Ooh, Defias, awesome. Defias Ringleader is just a top pick. Reckless Rocketeer is pretty horrible. Where is it actually ranked? Average, okay. And the Amani Berserker is a good pick, but we'll take that Defias Ringleader, yeah. Yeah. Zap. Zap is usually bad, so we're going to avoid that. Thalmor Farseer is also usually bad. It's actually terrible. And the Tauren Warrior is also terrible. Damn, so we're actually given terrible, terrible, and usually bad. So I guess we're actually going to take that Zap. Might come in handy. Yeah, that was a pretty horrible choice, all things considered. Another sprint, we don't want another sprint, we just want one. River Crocolisk, we said no, it's bad. And the Boulderfist Ogre, we know it's just an awesome one. Don't even need to say anymore why it is. It's just a big-ass, beefy ogre. Ironfur Grizzly, Acolyte of Pain, and Earthen Ring Farseer. I think we're actually going to take that Farseer because it synergizes with ourselves to heal ourselves, or with the Injured Blade Master, which is nice. Makes it a 4-6. Let me just double check, see the rankings on this, just to know that I'm not making a huge mistake. The Ironfur Grizzly is just an average card. The Acolyte of Pain is an above average card. And the Earthen Ring Farseer is a good card. Trump, let's see if he agrees. Earthen Ring Farseer, it's an excellent pick. Amazing, so we know that. Acolyte of Pain is somewhere in the bleh. Where is it? Acolyte of Pain is in the bottom of the average picks, and the Ironfur Grizzly is pretty near the bottom of the average pick. So yeah, we'll take that Earthen Ring Farseer. It'll help us because we might be taking too much damage just by clearing stuff, so it'll help us, you know, control there, and it'll also synergize with this very well. Sinister Strike, Vanish, and Goldshire Footman. Ugh, again, horrible list. So which one do we take here? I don't think I want to take Vanish. I took it the last time, I think, and I found it to be pretty horrible. If it would return your opponent's hand to his hand, that would be different, but this is all minions. So it, you know, obviously does it to yourself, which can work, you know, just to refresh some battle cries essentially, or health, but at the 6 cost it's very restrictive, so I don't actually like it that much. Sinister Strike is just worse, and we don't have that many combos right now that we can pull off. We have, what, one Eviscerate and a Defias Ringleader. Other than that, there's nothing else that combos. Yeah, everything else is just plain. Do we actually want to take the Goldshire Footman? I don't want to take the advantage. I don't like the idea of taking the advantage. I think I'm just gonna take the Sinister Strike. May potentially allow us to combo into something later on. Not the best pick, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take that. It makes a little bit more sense, at least to me. Awesome, another backstab and a deadly poison. Ooh, which one do I want? I do like my backstabs though, but deadly poison, I think deadly poison would synergize a little bit better with the fact that we have the Bloodsail Raider. And it allows us to swing twice for 3, so we don't have any weapons so far, so it might be, I think I'm gonna take that deadly poison. We already have one backstab, so in that choice, I think it's probably the best one. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Now, Alarmobot is very gimmicky and very bad. It's ranked 32 in the terrible section. Not the 32 terrible list, as in 32 overall, which makes it into the terribles. Because it's just gimmicky and it's probably not going to help you out that much. Bloodsail Corsair is also in the terrible pick. It's the first in the terribles. Because it's a 1-2... Nah, it's just not. So we're going to take that Wild Pyromancer. Wild Pyromancer is actually ranked as good. It's number 11th rare, or in the neutral rares, that is. And yeah, I mean, it's a solid 3-2 to begin with, and then it has that extra ability there that could allow you to do some board wipes and AoEs. So yeah, we'll take that Wild Pyromancer. Awesome, an Assassin's Blade. Yeah, that's definitely a pick. Although, wow, we're actually... Ooh, that's a tough choice. Assassin's Blade, Dark Iron Dwarf, and Silverhand Knight. Well, I mean, Assassin's Blade is considered a great pick. The Dark Iron Dwarf is also considered great. And the Silverhand Knight actually goes down all the way to good as far as what anti-gravity says. So I think I'm actually going to take that Assassin's Blade. Yeah, why not? Blade Flurry, Alarmobot, and Mana Addict. Now, we know this one's bad. We know the Mana Addict is also bad. Specifically because it just says this turn. And that's what he actually says. Trump. Let me see where it is. It's like all the way down there. 28th. Mana Addict would be sweet without the this turn text. One attack is not enough to make an impact, and most arena decks value minions over spells. Therefore, your Mana Addict will most likely be dealt with for little cost before it can trigger and become a threat. So yeah, it's a problem with the Mana Addict. I mean, it's a 1/3 for 2. It has that +2 attack for spells, but it's only that turn, so you can't keep on buffing him, you know, and put it out of control. It's just gonna come back as a 1/3. So I think we're going to take that Blade Flurry, especially because we have always a weapon, and we have the ability for for Deadly Poison, or the other knife thing, the Assassin's Blade. So yeah, we'll take that Blade Flurry. Should be good. Ardent Squire, Conceal, and Booty Bay Bodyguard. I think we're probably going to take that Ardent Squire. We said Conceal is usually bad. The Ardent Squire is also usually bad, and the Booty Bay Bodyguard is usually bad. Yeah, all of them are just pretty lame. Let's see. Argent Squire makes it to the bottom of the poor pile, and the Booty Bay Bodyguard is a little bit on top of that. I think I'm gonna take this guy. I mean, I'm picking between terrible cards, and the 5 cost I do only have the Assassinate and Assassin's Blade. But I think having this guy potentially coming out in the early game and even just comboing into stuff might help. I'm going to take that. Might be a mistake, but I'm going to take it. War Golem, Cold Blood, and Assassin's Blade. Assassin's Blade, definitely. Anti-Gravity does say that a max of 2 Assassin's Blades, so we're going to stop there for those blades. But thankfully for us, it does give us another Bloodseal Raider, which means that's actually going to synergize very well with that. We can give it +3, so that makes it a 5/3, and we could even add some Deadly Poison on top for another 2. Potential, so we'll take that. Grimscale Oracle, Patriarch, and Fan of Knives. Probably another Fan of Knives. Let me just double check what we have. Our 4-drops are horrible. We only got a Master of the Sky so far. Where's our Yetis? Where's all those stuff? All the awesome 4-drops. Fan of Knives is an above average. Silverback Patriarch is somewhere in the horrible, terrible, yeah. And Grimscale Oracle is never picked. So yeah, we'll take that Fan of Knives. A little bit more AoE. We already have ourselves the Kobold, so that should help. Another Earthen Ring Farseer or a Defias. That's a difficult choice. Defias kind of lose their momentum outside of the early game. This actually helps out later on. So I think I'm actually going to take this guy. Might be a mistake, but I already have a lot of 2s. So I'm actually going to take that Earthen Ring Farseer. Gives us more chance to combine with the injured Blade Master or to heal ourselves. So that's an extra 6 health there. Eviscerate, we know that's definitely a taking. And let's see, Elven Archer, Darkscale Healer, and Dalaran Mage. What is the rankings for Trump on these guys? The Elven Archer is pretty bad, but it's okay because it has the immediate effect. Darkscale Healer is a average pick. And a Dalaran Mage becomes a terrible pick. So, probably going to take that Darkscale Healer. Let's see what Anti-Gravity has to say about this. Darkscale Healer, average. The Elven Archer, usually bad. And the Dalaran Mage is... Where is he then? Usually bad. Okay. So yeah, we're going to take that Darkscale Healer. Again, more healing for our guys, healing for ourselves. So yeah, this should prove useful. We'll take that. And we get the Epics as the last choice. This is actually kind of difficult. Kidnapper, I know that it's a bad one. To combo, return a minion to its owner's hand. If that wasn't a combo, this guy would be okay-ish. But the fact that you need to spend even more to use this guy, bleh. I mean, you can obviously sap your opponent, or you can use it for yourself, kind of like a Brewmaster, but But yeah, I mean, 5-3 also. I mean, the 3 health, you're just gonna die. I mean, the Kidnapper is just bad. It's a terrible choice. Preparation, it says your the next spell you cast this turn costs 3 less. Again, kind of bad. Rather bad, actually. But it could potentially synergize with, where's it? Sprint, reducing its cost by 3, making it just a 4. But that's about it, because as far as spells, reducing it by 3 doesn't do anything for us. Assassinate, I suppose, could come out as a 2 cost. We only have 1 so far. And aside from those 2, I mean, I guess a free Fan of Knives, which isn't that impressive. I mean, it looks nice, but it's not really that helpful. So I actually think we're probably going to take that Molten Giant, because we'll be able to play it, you know, rather reliably, because since we have our dagger, we're probably going to be taking quite a bit of damage just simply swinging and removing stuff from the field whenever possible. So our health is never going to be that high that we can't play the Molten Giant. So yeah, we're going to take that Molten Giant. And Anti-Gravity actually considers it a great pick, so why not? There you go. Okay, so it took us pretty much the entire half hour to do that, but I said that we're going to extend these episodes to about 45 minutes at the minimum. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight in, and our 4 drops are just horrible. It's just the Master of Disguise is all we got. It's pretty sad, actually. I don't like that, but yeah, well, hopefully we can get this to work. We got our Argent Squire as a 1-drop, and we have a couple 2-drops, especially the Defias Ringleader and 2 Bloodsail Raiders, and a Wild Pyromancer is also an option, and then after that we can just go from there. Molten Giant, Stormwind Champion are our endgame with the Boulder Fist Ogre there as well, Argent Commander. Okay, so yeah, just recapping there what I got. Honestly, I don't feel very confident with this deck, but we might be able to get it to work. We do have a decent amount of weapons. I mean, 2 Assassin's Blades, Blade Flurry, and a Deadly Poison. You know, allows us to deal with a lot of threats and also deal a lot of damage. Bloodsail Raiders combined with those very well. But, well, we also didn't get any taunts. We skipped the taunts altogether because the only taunt that we were given that was potentially a choice at the time was the Booty Bay Bodyguard, which is just not a good taunt. So, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We're going up against the Mage, the dreaded it. Okay. We're gonna send that back. We are sending this back and that back. We're just gonna keep that Deadly Poison in case we need to remove something like a Mana Worm. And there we go. Turn 1 Defias. Kind of sucks against the Mage because he's gonna be able to get rid of it, but it still forces him to react with the with his Fire Blast. So it's fine. That's controlling him. It's forcing him to spend those 2 mana in taking my minions. Probably he would have just ended up hitting me if I hadn't casted that, but still it gives me board control. So we're okay with that. Here, we're just simply going to swing at him and hit him for 3. We still got a 2-2 on the field. Next turn, we could potentially rearm our dagger and get a Deadly Poison if we wanted to. He is going to be able to get rid of our Defias. Actually gets rid of him with the spell itself. Hit us for another 1. And we have nothing that we can put on the field, which is actually a bad situation to be in. Damn it. Well, so we're just going to go ahead and swing at him. Pop a dagger. We're not going to put the poison on it in case he can ooze it, and because I don't feel like it's necessary at this point. We do have a decent amount of spells. He's just getting cards, so that's okay for us. He brings out a Mana Worm. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and Deadly Poison and just get rid of it. And we have the option of a Injured Blade Master, and I think we're actually going to go for it. Is there any reason not to? No, there's not. We could combo it later on. This deals 1 damage, so it doesn't actually do much. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and Injured Blade Master and Deadly Poison. Get rid of this thing. So we now finally have a threat on the field. Next turn we can Fan of Knives and Cold Blood if we want to do a little bit of burst damage there. That Injured Blade Master, however, is already injured. Brings out a Kirin Tor Mage. Pops a secret for free. Probably a Vaporize.
Shields up.
Okay, well, I was planning on stabbing that anyways, so I am okay with that happening. I think in this situation we just pop that and see if it's a what is it called? The Vaporize. So yeah, let's go ahead and kill that. Is it a Vaporize? Yeah, it is a Vaporize. It's no, actually it's an ace barrier. It's an ice barrier. Okay. And we're just gonna pop another blade. Gonna be able to kill my injured Blade Master, but that's okay. It actually did damage, so it's fine with us. Easy. I mean, he can right now clear it just by sacrificing his Protector and Fire Blasting. Gets rid of the injured Blade Master. Does have 5 cards in his hand and 6 mana available, but yeah, it looks like he's going to do that. He's going to have 4 mana left after that. What is his follow-up on that? Nothing. Okay. So we're actually going to keep on swinging at his face at this point then. So Argent Commander comes out, and we go straight at him and straight at him. We got 4 swings in our dagger. Let's go ahead and spend them. Next turn, we are in a position where we can sprint. If something big comes out, though, we can just simply assassinate. He is going to polymorph. Okay, that's a nice draw of a polymorph. And he just kills that, so we don't have anything we can actually do. So we're going to sprint. Viscerate is also not an option. Let's just sprint and get 4 cards. That's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put us all the way up to 9. A little bit too high on the cards, but not a lot we can do about that. Awesome. Bloodsail Raider for the next turn. And even a Molten Giant in the hand.
Here we go.
That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're fine. Next turn, we're not going to be losing anything. Bloodsail Raider will come out very strong, and we can also sap. Yeah, we're going to sap that guy back to his hand. Actually, no, we can assassinate. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to assassinate that guy. I think it's worth an assassinate. It's a big threat. And next turn we can actually drop a Stormwind Champion and another Bloodsail Raider. So yeah, let's do that. So Assassinate comes out. And we Bloodsail Raider. That's a 5-3. There we go. So next turn we have 9. So yeah, we can Stormwind Champion and Bloodsail Raider, giving us the option for a lot of damage. Arcane Missiles comes out. He's going to try to kill the guy, and we dodge it. Very nice. Very lucky. He's got 8 mana. What can you do? Arcane Explosion, and kills that. Okay, so he spends a lot of mana just getting rid of my stuff. It's unfortunate for me, but it's fine. It's still quite a bit of cards that he had to spend. He had to spend 2 cards just to get rid of one guy. And so we are going to Stormwind Champion into Bloodsail Raider. That makes it a 6-4 and a 6-6. And we don't really want to spend the last charge on us. 6-12. Yeah, I don't think we want to spend the last charge just yet. We're going to hold on to that dagger until we have another one. Because we can also Blade Flurry just in case. So, yeah, we'll hold on. We can kill him next turn very easily if he doesn't kill our guys. 6, 12, we got 15 damage on the field, and we have a Sinister Strike for another 3, and an Eviscerate for another 4 right in the hand if we needed to.
What to do? What to do?
We can also Cold Blood something, so yeah, I think we're fine. Polymorph comes out on the big guy, that's fine. We still got quite a bit of damage. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can we kill him? Let's see. Let's do some counting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we can kill him. Okay. So we're going to kill him with a cheap. Ha ha ha. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we're gonna buff that. Die by the sheep. There we go. Awesome. Good game. Well played. That went pretty well. I like that. I like that. To be fair, I mean the mage didn't have a lot of choices either, but yeah, that went pretty well. And we're only at 35 minutes, so let's keep on going. We got 10 minutes left. We can probably squeeze 2 more games in here, and yeah. Also, the reason, I mean, while we wait, the reason why I'm extending these episodes to at least 45 minutes is because I kind of have to drag it out through too many days for one run that I most likely did in just one day for half an hour. So yeah, I mean, this way maybe we just go 2 episodes max, you know, per run. So another guy. This is not the same guy. This is Cake. And no, he is not a lie. I think we're actually going to send everything back here. I do like the Assassin's Blade, but none of this actually helps me in the early game. Not even the Blade Flurry. Blade Flurry, you probably want it with the Assassin's Blade and such. So, okay, this is a little bit better. Wolf Rider helps us remove stuff. Okay, ratings.
The pleasure is mine.
This guy's a solid 3-2. So we're actually going to hold off on playing anything, though. We're gonna pass. I might drop the Wild Pyromancer. No. Do we? I think we do, actually. Put out a threat on the field. Yeah. Do you like to play with fire? If he has a Frostbolt, that's actually gonna draw it. Or, well, not draw it, but, you know. He's going to have to spend it on him, probably. He's not going to want to leave that on the field. Because, again, it's a solid 3-2, and while you might want it in Constructed simply for its ability, in Arena, I mean, you can just simply save it for that. Now, I could go... Oh. I could go for the Wolf Rider and just hit him for 3, but I want to save the Wolf Rider more for some type of removal, because the mage can just kill it afterwards, and I just do 3 damage to him, so I don't think that's actually worth it to anyone, so we're just going to hit him for 3, get a dagger, and attack. I was also debating doing the Deadly Poison, but the Deadly Poison, once again, is something that I could use for removal of his stuff, so yeah, we'll wait. We do have the potential of the Master of Disguise and putting stealth on something, but it doesn't seem much. So he actually goes for the Frostbolt to my face, which is kind of weird. Do I want to... What are our options here? I could ignore it, but I don't want to. I could backstab it. Just get rid of it. I think in this situation we just backstab it and put out a Master of Disguise. I would prefer to do that on something else, but I suppose it works. It's a 4-4 though. I don't really have an amazing play with this guy, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and backstab that. I'm gonna attack the mage. We're gonna Master of Disguise this guy so that it stays alive and doesn't get killed by that. If he has an Arcane Explosion, then he's gonna use it, but it allows me to at least get 1 more hit in. It's a weird move, I know, but I didn't see a better one. Dark Iron Dwarf comes out. Dark Iron Dwarf trades directly with that. However, we have the option to... let's see, 2, 4, 6... let's see here. If we can use the Eviscerate. How do we use the Eviscerate, though? We can dagger.
So many options.
Defias. That might work. Yeah, I think that might work. So we are going to we're gonna attack him.
Here we go.
There we go. We're gonna put our daggers on. We're gonna coin. We're going to do this thing.
Choose soon. So many options. Blades ready.
A little bit of a mistake there by me, but that's fine. I forgot that the Wild Pyromancer just triggers like that, but oh well. Could have been better, but it could have been worse too, so we're okay. We're okay. So next turn we have the option for Deadly Poison and Bloodseal Raiders just to have more threats. The problem is that we're getting into range of the Flame Strike, which I'm a little bit afraid of. So I'm not sure if I want to put out that Bloodseal Raider. Secret comes out. Secret is not very pleasant. Probably gonna be a yeah, it's probably gonna be a mirror image. So let's go ahead and trigger it. No, it's not a mirror image. Okay. It's an interesting situation. Not gonna put out the Bloodseal Raider because I know that he. Well, I don't know, but I'm expecting him to have a Flame Strike to kill all my stuff, and the Bloodseal Raider dies. So Flame Strike is 4 damage. Yep, there he goes. So now we actually have the option for the Bloodseal Raider, and we are gonna attack him directly with that. So let's go ahead and Deadly Poison. Ah, very well.
Well played.
Should have Sinister Strike then, just to make sure it was that thing, but oh well.
Here we go.
Okay, still have a 3/3 on the field. He killed our Deadly Poison. That was a mistake by me. I should have actually thought about that. I already knew it wasn't a Vaporize. I knew that it wasn't the Ice Barrier. So I should have expected something like that. So can we kill him next turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we kill him. So well played.
Well played. Here we go.
There we go. So 2 victories. Very nice. And we're actually at the 42-ish minutes, 43. So I said that we're actually gonna keep it over 45. So yeah, let's keep on going. 2 victories in. Why stop there? Let's keep the train rolling. Keep on going, ever going. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good about this. Very nice. I know that rogues are pretty good in the arena, but well, I'm not very proficient with them. At least not in constructed. So I haven't actually gotten a lot of practice. But like I was saying before, when I was doing the Paladin, I like active abilities like the Rogue or the Druid a little bit more. Because, well, you can at least swing with them rather than spawning a minion that won't do anything until next turn. Pretty horrible opening, all things considered. This guy is okay to start with, but we're not going to hold him until this. So I wonder if I should keep one. I think I'm going to keep one, just in case. It is card draw and a little bit more extra damage, so yeah. Okay, that's nice. We can,
One shot.
Elven Archer. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of coining to do this, but Argent Squire. Go! If he actually knocks the shield, or if he doesn't kill that Elven Archer, I think I'm actually going to Fan of Knives. Oh, I'm definitely Fan of Kniving. Yeah. Okay. So, coin into Fan of Knives, gets me a card, keeps me with board control, and I think that's pretty good. I like that I kept that. So, come on. Your turn is over. You have nothing else to do. Come on. You're at 0. You have nothing that you can do at 0. What? You're going to Hunter's Mark my guy? No. There you go. So, we're going to coin into Fan of Knives, kill everything, get ourselves a card, and hit it for 1. There we go. We got board control, and we're now in an excellent position. We can Knives into Deadly Poison to get rid of something with 3 health, and next turn we can drop the Bloodseal Raider, and even Eviscerate on top of that. It's a 2, so we're going to be wasting 1 damage, but that's not a... Okay! That was amazing! Yes! Okay, so the Rogue is doing awesome. Well, that was a nice free win for us. And, well, we're at the 45-minute mark, so I guess we're going to have to stop it there. But, yeah, that went pretty well. A little bit too well, I would say. So, like I usually say, we're probably going to be expecting us to crash and burn and lose 3 games in a row next time. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.